Close your eyes now and let the world around you soften into a quiet hum, a gentle whisper of stillness that wraps around you like a warm, heavy blanket. You are safe here, completely safe. And as you settle deeper into this moment, you can feel the edges of your thoughts beginning to melt, to dissolve into something softer, something more fluid. There is no need to hold onto anything right now, no need to grasp or cling, because this space is yours, entirely yours, and it is designed to hold you exactly as you are. Imagine, if you will, that you are standing at the threshold of a sanctuary unlike any other, a place where the very air feels alive with possibility. This sanctuary is not built of stone or wood, but of light and sound, of sensation and breath. It is a garden, but not one you have ever walked through before. The lilies here are not grown from soil, but from glass, their petals hollow and delicate, filled with a slow, swirling mist that moves as if it has a life of its own. The stems of these lilies do not reach downward, but upward, defying gravity, rooted instead in a river of liquid gold that flows in the opposite direction, a shimmering current that carries warmth and light. The gold is not heavy, not solid, but fluid, like honey poured slowly from a jar, catching the light in 1,000 tiny reflections. As you step into this garden, you notice that the air is lighter here, almost effervescent, as if each breath you take could lift you higher, could carry you deeper into this dream. The humidity is perfect, not damp, not cloying, but velvety, like the touch of a cloud against your skin. It carries a scent, not of flowers or earth, but of frankincense and myrrh, not as incense burned in a censer, but as the natural exhalation of this space, as if the garden itself is breathing. The scent is rich and deep, but not overpowering, a whisper of ancient wisdom that settles into your bones, grounding you even as it lifts you. Now, take a moment to notice how your body feels in this place. There is no weight here, no heaviness, no tension. You are weightless, as if you could float away with the slightest breath. Yet, you are also deeply anchored, as if the mist within the lilies is holding you gently in place. This is a space where you are both the observer and the observed, both the garden and the mist within it. You are not separate from this place, but a part of it, woven into its very fabric. Let your attention drift now the walls of this sanctuary. They are not solid, not fixed, but fluid, like the surface of a calm lake reflecting the sky. They shift and ripple with the light, catching the gold of the river and the soft glow of the lilies, creating a kaleidoscope of warmth and color. The walls are not confining, but expansive, stretching outward in every direction, inviting you to explore, to wander, to lose yourself in their beauty. And yet, they are also protective, a gentle barrier that keeps the outside world at bay, allowing you to sink deeper into this moment, this dream. Now, turn your attention to the floor beneath you. It is not hard or cold, but soft and yielding, like the petals of the lilies themselves. It cradles your feet, your legs, your entire body, supporting you without effort, without demand. The floor is not uniform, but textured, like the surface of a pond disturbed by a gentle breeze, creating tiny ripples that catch the light and send it dancing across the space. As you stand here, you realize that the floor is not separate from the river of gold, but an extension of it, a living, breathing part of this sanctuary. Now let your gaze lift to the light that fills this space. It is not harsh or glaring, but soft and diffuse, like the light of 1,000 candles filtered through layers of silk. The light is not white, but golden, infused with warmth and depth, as if it carries within it the essence of the sun itself. It does not cast shadows, but instead it illuminates everything evenly, revealing the beauty of each lily, each ripple in the gold, each breath you take. The light is not static, but alive, shifting and changing with the movement of the mist, the flow of the river, the rhythm of your own heartbeat. As you stand here, you begin to notice the sound that fills this space. It is not a melody, not a song, but a frequency, a deep, resonant hum that vibrates through your body, through the lilies, through the river of gold. This is the sound of 40 hertz, a frequency that aligns your mind with the rhythm of deep concentration, of effortless focus. It is not loud, not intrusive, but a gentle pulse that syncs with your own breath, your own heartbeat, drawing you deeper into this moment. The sound is not separate from the garden, but a part of it, woven into the fabric of this sanctuary, a constant, reassuring presence. Now take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your body relax even further. Feel the tension melting away from your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. There is no need to hold onto anything here. No need to control or direct. This space is yours, and it is designed to support you, to nurture you, to help you sink deeper into a state of perfect, effortless concentration. With each breath, you can feel yourself becoming more and more a part of this garden, more and more a part of this dream. Let your mind wander now, not in thought, but in sensation. Notice the way the mist swirls within the lilies, slow and deliberate, like the movement of clouds across the sky. Notice the way the gold river flows upward, defying gravity, yet carrying with it a sense of inevitability, of purpose. Notice the way the light catches the edges of the lilies, creating halos of warmth and color, as if each petal is a tiny sun, radiating its own gentle glow. And notice, too, the way your body feels in this space, weightless, yet grounded, free, yet held. As you stand here, you realize that this garden is not just a place, but a state of being. It is a reflection of your own mind, your own potential, your own capacity for deep, effortless focus. The lilies are not just glass and mist, but symbols of clarity, of purity, of the quiet strength that comes from within. The river of gold is not just a current, but a reminder of the abundance that flows through you. The ideas, the insights, the creativity that is always there, waiting to be tapped. And the light is not just illumination, but a reflection of your own inner brilliance, your own unique way of seeing the world. Now, let your eyes drift closed, if they aren't already, and allow yourself to sink even deeper into this moment. Feel the weight of your body dissolving, the boundaries between you and the garden blurring, until there is no separation, no distinction. You are not just in this space, but a part of it, a living, breathing extension of its beauty, its peace, its power. With each breath, you can feel yourself aligning more and more with the frequency of this sanctuary, with the deep, resonant hum of 40 hertz, a sound that carries you effortlessly into a state of perfect concentration. There is no effort here, no struggle, no need to force or push. Instead, there is only flow, only ease, only the gentle unfolding of this moment, this dream, this sanctuary. The lilies sway softly in the breeze of your breath, their petals catching the light, their stems rooted in the river of gold. The mist swirls within them, slow and deliberate, a dance of color and light that mirrors the movement of your own thoughts. And the sound, the frequency, the hum, it is always there, a constant, reassuring presence, guiding you deeper, holding you gently in this space. You are safe here, completely safe, and as you settle deeper, you can feel the edges of your mind softening, your thoughts becoming clearer, your focus sharpening. Now, take a moment to notice how your mind feels in this space. There is no clutter, no noise, no distraction. Instead, there is only clarity, only the quiet hum of your own thoughts, aligned with the frequency of this sanctuary. Ideas come to you not as effort, but as inspiration, flowing like the river of gold, effortless and abundant. Insights rise to the surface like the mist within the lilies, slow and deliberate, revealing themselves to you without struggle, without strain. This is the power of deep concentration, of effortless focus, and it is yours to claim, yours to embrace, yours to carry with you. As you stand here, you realize that this garden is not just a dream, but a training ground. It is a place where you can return again and again, to sharpen your mind, to deepen your focus, to tap into the well of creativity and clarity that lies within you. The lilies, the river, the light, the sound, all of it is designed to support you, to nurture you, to help you become the best version of yourself. And as you sink deeper into this moment, you can feel that version of yourself rising to the surface, strong, clear, and focused. There is no need to rush, no need to force, because this is your space, your sanctuary, your garden. Now let your body relax even further. Let your breath slow. Let your mind settle into the rhythm of this sanctuary. With each exhale, you can feel yourself sinking deeper, becoming more and more a part of this dream. The lilies sway gently in the breeze of your breath, their petals catching the light, their stems rooted in the river of gold. The mist swirls within them, slow and deliberate, a dance of color and light that mirrors the movement of your own thoughts. And the sound, the frequency, the hum, it is always there, a constant, reassuring presence, guiding you deeper, holding you gently in this space. As you stand here, you begin to notice that the garden is not static, but alive, shifting and changing with each breath you take. The lilies bloom and fade, their petals opening and closing like the pages of a book, revealing new layers of beauty with each passing moment. The river of gold flows upward, but it also flows outward, branching into tiny streams that weave through the garden, carrying warmth and light to every corner. The mist within the lilies swirls and shifts, creating patterns that seem to tell a story of your own mind, your own journey, your own potential. And the light, it is not just illumination, but a living thing, a reflection of your own inner brilliance, your own unique way of seeing the world. Now, take a moment to notice how your body feels in this space. There is no tension, no heaviness, no strain. Instead, there is only ease, only flow, only the gentle rise and fall of your breath, the steady beat of your heart. Your muscles are soft, your joints are loose, your mind is clear. You are not just relaxed, but deeply, profoundly at peace, as if every cell in your body is aligned with the rhythm of this sanctuary. And as you sink deeper, you can feel that peace spreading, expanding, filling every part of you. Let your attention drift now to the edges of this garden. They are not sharp or defined, but soft and fluid, like the horizon on a misty morning. The garden stretches outward in every direction, inviting you to explore, to wander, to lose yourself in its beauty. And yet, it is also contained, a safe, nurturing space that holds you gently, allowing you to sink deeper into this moment, this dream. There is no need to go anywhere, no need to rush, because everything you need is right here, in this sanctuary. Now let your mind wander, not in thought, but in sensation. Notice the way the mist swirls within the lilies, slow and deliberate, like the movement of clouds across the sky. Notice the way the gold river flows upward, defying gravity, yet carrying with it a sense of inevitability, of purpose. Notice the way the light catches the edges of the lilies, creating halos of warmth and color, as if each petal is a tiny sun, radiating its own gentle glow. And notice, too, the way your body feels in this space, weightless, yet grounded, free, yet held. As you stand here, you realize that this garden is not just a place, but a state of mind. It is a reflection of your own potential, your own capacity for deep, effortless focus. The lilies are not just glass and mist, but symbols of clarity, of purity, of the quiet strength that comes from within. The river of gold is not just a current, but a reminder of the abundance that flows through you, the ideas, the insights, the creativity that is always there, waiting to be tapped. And the light is not just illumination, but a reflection of your own inner brilliance, your own unique way of seeing the world. Instead, there is only flow, only ease, only the gentle unfolding of this moment, this dream, this sanctuary. The lilies sway softly in the breeze of your breath, their petals catching the light, their stems rooted in the river of gold. The mist swirls within them, slow and deliberate, a dance of color and light that mirrors the movement of your own thoughts. And the sound, the frequency, the hum, it is always there, a constant, reassuring presence guiding you deeper, holding you gently in this space. You are safe here, completely safe. And as you settle deeper, you can feel the edges of your mind softening, your thoughts becoming clearer, your focus sharpen. Close your eyes now and let the resonance carry you deeper, as if you are stepping into a space where time itself softens and stretches. The garden unfolds around you, not all at once, but in slow, deliberate layers. First, there is the weight of your body, or rather, the absence of it. You are not lying down, not standing, not floating. You are simply being here in this perfect stillness, as if the air itself has learned the shape of you and now holds you effortlessly. The glass-blown lilies begin to glow, not with light, but with a quiet luminescence, as if they are breathing. Each petal is hollow, filled with a mist that swirls in slow, deliberate spirals, like the thoughts you no longer need to chase. The mist inside the lilies is cool, cooler than the air around you, and it carries the faintest scent of myrrh, not sharp, not overpowering, but like the memory of a scent you've always known. Beneath your awareness, the river of liquid gold flows upward, defying gravity, and you realize this is not a river, but a current of pure, unhurried time. It does not rush. It does not demand. It simply is, and in its presence, you find yourself slowing too. Now, let your attention drift to the texture of the air. It is not thick, not heavy, but velvety, like the space between sleep and waking, where every breath feels intentional, deliberate. With each inhale, the air fills you not just through your lungs, but through your skin, through the soles of your feet, through the crown of your head. And with each exhale, the anchor hums just a little deeper, a vibration that settles into your bones, not as sound, but as a knowing. You are safe here. You are held. You are exactly where you need to be. The lilies nearest to you begin to sway, not from wind, but from their own quiet rhythm, as if they are listening to the same resonance you are. Their stems, though rooted in the golden river, do not bend. They lean, as if drawn toward you, not by force, but by recognition. Focus now on the underside of a single petal. It is not smooth, not perfectly clear. It has a texture like the faintest frost on glass, or the way light refracts through water. If you were to touch it, your fingers would not meet resistance, but a cool, almost imperceptible give, as if the petal is both solid and liquid at once. And within that petal, the mist swirls slower now, as if it too is listening. The mist is not uniform. It shifts in density, in color, in temperature. Near the center of the petal, it is cooler, almost silver, like moonlight on still water. Closer to the edges, it warms, taking on a golden hue, like honey held to the light. And between those two tones, where they meet, there is a third, a soft, shimmering violet, like the space between thoughts. Now, let your awareness expand outward. The garden is not infinite, but it feels infinite because the edges dissolve into a mist that is not mist, but possibility. The golden river does not end. It simply becomes something else, something softer, like the way a dream fades into waking without ever truly ending. And in the distance, where the lilies grow sparser, the air takes on a different quality, lighter, almost effervescent, as if each breath could lift you higher. But you do not need to go higher. You do not need to go anywhere at all. Here, in this moment, you are both the garden and the mist within it. You are the observer and the observed, the breath and the space between breaths. Now, let your attention settle into the throne at the center of this space. It is not a throne of gold or stone. It is woven from the same mist as the lilies, solid yet yielding, cool yet warm. When you sit, it does not creak or shift. It simply adjusts, as if it has been waiting for you all along. The seat is not flat, but gently curved, cradling your body in a way that feels both familiar and new. The back of the throne rises high, not to tower over you, but to support you, to remind you that you do not need to hold yourself up. The arms of the throne are smooth, polished by time, and when you rest your hands upon them, you feel the faintest vibration, like the hum of the anchor, but deeper, older. This vibration does not demand your attention. It simply is a steady, reassuring presence, like the pulse of a heartbeat you've always known. Now let your gaze drift upward. Above you, the sky is not sky. It is a canopy of shifting colors, like the aurora, but softer, slower. It does not flicker or dance. It breathes, rising and falling in time with your own inhales and exhales. The colors are not distinct. They blend, shift, merge, like emotions you no longer need to name. There is no blue, no green, no gold. There is only feeling, vast and unhurried, like the space between stars. And in that space, you realize you are not looking at the sky. You are looking at the inside of your own mind, made visible. Now, let your awareness return to the throne. The vibration in the arms of the chair has deepened, not louder, but more present, like the anchor has found its way into every cell of your body. It is not a sound, it is a knowing, a quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. Your breath slows, not because you are forcing it, but because it has found its own rhythm, effortless and deep. With each inhale, the mist in the lilies swirls just a little faster, as if responding to you. With each exhale, the golden river flows just a little smoother, as if carrying away everything you no longer need. And in this exchange, you realize you are not just sitting in the garden. You are the garden. Now let your attention settle into the coolness beneath the warmth. It is not a chill. It is a relief, like the underside of a pillow on a summer night, a quiet counterpoint to the heat of the day. This coolness does not come from outside. It rises from within, like the first sip of water after a long thirst. It begins in your fingertips, a faint tingling, not sharp, not electric, but like the memory of sensation returning. Then it spreads up your arms, across your shoulders, down your spine like a wave of stillness. It pools in your chest, not heavy, but full, like the moment before a sigh when you realize you don't need to sigh at all. And then it settles, not as a temperature, but as a state, a quiet, unshakable calm, like the space between heartbeats. Now let your awareness drift to the edges of the garden. The mist there is thicker, not oppressive, but generous, like the way fog holds the shape of a landscape without hiding it. Within that mist, shapes begin to form, not objects, not figures, but possibilities, like the way a thought takes shape before it is fully formed. A lily petal, larger than the others, begins to materialize, not from the mist, but within it, as if it has always been there. The petal is not glass. It is something softer, like porcelain, but alive, pulsing with the same slow rhythm as the anchor. And within that petal, the mist swirls differently, slower, more deliberate, as if it is waiting for you. You do not need to reach for it. You do not need to move. The petal knows you. Now let your breath deepen just a little more. With each inhale, the petal draws closer, not because it is moving, but because your awareness is expanding. With each exhale, the mist within the petal swirls just a little faster, as if responding to the rhythm of your breath. The petal is not just a shape. It is a doorway, not to another place, but to a deeper layer of this moment. And as you breathe, you realize you do not need to step through. You are already here. The petal is not separate from you. It is an extension of your own mind, your own stillness. And within it, the mist is not just mist. It is the quiet unraveling of thought, like a spool of thread left to unwind in perfect stillness. Now let your attention settle into the hum of the anchor. It is not a sound. It is a presence, like the way a cat purrs against your chest, not loud, but impossible to ignore. The hum does not vibrate in your ears. It vibrates in your bones, in your cells, in the spaces between your thoughts. It is not constant. It ebbs and flows like the tide, like breath, like the slow rise and fall of the lilies. And with each wave, the coolness beneath the warmth deepens, not as a temperature, but as a knowing that you are held, that you are safe, that you are exactly where you need to be. The hum does not ask you to do anything. It does not demand your focus. It simply is a steady, unshakable presence, like the pulse of the universe itself. Now, let your awareness drift back to the throne. The vibration in the arms of the chair has settled into a quiet, rhythmic pulse, like the way a heartbeat sounds when you press your ear to someone's chest. It is not fast. It is not slow. It is perfect, like the way time moves in this space. Your breath has found its own rhythm, too effortless and deep, like the way the golden river flows upward without hurry. And with each breath, the mist in the lilies swirls just a little faster, as if responding to you, as if it has been waiting for this moment all along. You do not need to control it. You do not need to guide it. The mist knows its own rhythm, just as you know yours. And in this exchange, you realize you are not just sitting in the garden. You are the garden, the mist, the river, the throne. Now, let your attention settle into the quiet. It is not silence. It is a presence, like the way a room feels when everyone has left. But the warmth of their presence remains. In this quiet, thoughts do not disappear. They simply unravel like the spool of thread, leaving behind only the space between. And in that space, you realize you do not need to fill it. You do not need to chase it. You simply are. The anchor hums, not louder, but deeper, like a vibration that has always been there, just beneath your awareness. It does not demand. It does not pull. It simply holds, like the way the throne holds you, like the way the garden holds you. And in this holding, you find a quiet certainty that you are safe, that you are held, that you are exactly where you need to be. The air around you is thick with the scent of warm pine and something deeper, something like the first breath of morning after a long, quiet night. You don't move, not yet, because movement would imply time. And time is something that doesn't exist here. Instead, you feel the weight of your body settling into the earth beneath you. The way the ground seems to rise up to meet you, cradling your spine, your shoulders, the back of your skull. The texture of the soil is cool and damp, but not unpleasantly so. It's the kind of cool that seeps into your skin like a slow, gentle wave, pulling you deeper into this moment, this place, this endless now. Your fingers curl slightly, not from tension, but from the sheer sensory richness of it all. The pads of your fingertips brush against tiny grains of sand, each one distinct, each one carrying its own tiny weight, its own story. You don't need to see them to know they're there. You can feel the way they shift ever so slightly under the pressure of your touch, like a whisper of resistance before yielding completely. And beneath that, beneath the sand, there's something else, a layer of moss, soft and yielding, like the underside of a leaf after a summer rain. It gives just enough to let you know it's real, but not so much that it disappears entirely. Your breath is slow, deliberate, but not forced. Each inhale is a discovery, a slow unfolding of the world around you. The air fills your lungs not just with oxygen, but with the scent of green, fresh, alive, vibrating with a quiet energy that hums just beneath the threshold of hearing. It's not a sound you can name, not exactly, but it's there, threading through everything, like the faintest echo of a tuning fork struck somewhere far beyond the edges of this place. And with each exhale, you feel the old patterns, the ones that tell you to hurry, to push, to do, dissolving just a little more, like salt in warm water. The light here is strange, not bright, not dim, but present. It doesn't come from any single source, but seems to emanate from the world itself, as if the trees, the moss, the very air are glowing from within. It's a soft green, gold, the color of sunlight filtering through new leaves in spring, but richer, deeper, like the promise of something just beyond the edge of sight. You don't need to turn your head to see it. It's already there, pressing against your eyelids, seeping into your skin, filling the space between your thoughts with a warmth that doesn't burn, but holds. Your shoulders, those old companions of tension, are melting now. You don't even realize how tightly they've been held until you feel them soften, like wax left too close to a flame. The weight of them sinks into the earth, and the earth accepts it without judgment, without resistance, as if it's been waiting for this moment all along. The muscles along your spine unclench, one vertebra at a time, not because you're telling them to, but because they want to, because the body remembers what it's like to be at ease, and it's eager to return. The sensation is subtle at first, a loosening, a yielding, but then it deepens, spreading outward from your core like ripples in still water. There's a sound here, but it's not a sound you hear with your ears. It's something deeper, something that vibrates in the marrow of your bones, in the spaces between your cells. It's the frequency of this place, the rhythm of the green noise, the beta waves humming just beneath the surface of everything. You don't have to strain to listen. It's already inside you, syncing with your heartbeat, slowing it just enough to let you know you're exactly where you're meant to be. And as it does, you feel something else, a pull, a gentle but insistent tug, like the tide drawing you out to sea. It's not a demand, not a command, but an invitation, one that resonates with every fiber of your being. Your mind, that old chatterbox, is quiet now, not silenced, not forced, but settled like dust after a long day, finally coming to rest. The thoughts that used to race, that used to cling, are still there, but they are distant, like voices heard through a thick curtain. They don't demand your attention anymore. They're just background, part of the landscape, no more intrusive than the hum of the wind through the trees. And in that quiet, in that space, you become aware of something else, a presence. Not a person, not a thing, but a feeling, warm and benevolent, like sunlight on your face after a long winter. Lysander Winter is here. You don't see him, not with your eyes, but you feel him like the brush of a hand against your soul. He's the warmth in the air, the steady rhythm beneath the green noise, the quiet certainty that you're not alone. His presence doesn't demand anything of you. It simply is, like the earth beneath you, like the sky above. And in that presence, you feel something shift inside you, something old and stubborn, finally giving way. It's the last resistance, the quiet insistence of old patterns, the shoulders that remember their hunch, the mind that clings to the illusion of control. But here, in this place, they don't stand a chance. They dissolve like mist in sunlight, leaving behind only the truth. You are safe. You are held. You are exactly where you need to be. And then, beneath it all, beneath the moss and the sand, and the quiet hum of the world, you feel it. The MacGuffin. It's not a thing you can hold, not a physical object, but a pulse, a rhythm, a vibration that resonates with the very core of your being. It's the heartbeat of this place, the green noise made manifest, the beta waves given form. It's calling to you, not with words, but with sensation, with the warmth of a hand on your shoulder, the comfort of a voice you've always known but never heard. And as you become aware of it, you realize it's been there all along, hidden in plain sight, waiting for you to notice. Your breath deepens, not because you're trying to, but because the MacGuffin is pulling you in, drawing you closer. With each inhale, you feel yourself merging with it, not losing yourself, but expanding like a drop of water returning to the ocean. The boundaries between you and it blur, not because they disappear, but because they were never really there to begin with. You are the MacGuffin, and the MacGuffin is you. And together, you are the green noise, the beta waves, the quiet hum of the world. And in that merging, you feel something else release. Not the release of letting go, but the release of coming home. The landscape around you shifts, not in a way that startles, but in a way that deepens. The trees seem to grow taller, their branches stretching upward, as if reaching for something just beyond the sky. The moss beneath you becomes softer, more yielding, like the surface of a cloud. The air grows warmer, richer, filled with the scent of something sweet and familiar, like honey and fresh, cut grass. And the MacGuffin, your MacGuffin, pulses stronger now, its rhythm syncing perfectly with your own heartbeat, your own breath. You don't have to do anything, don't have to try. It's happening on its own, like the tide responding to the moon. Your body feels weightless, but not in a way that makes you float. It's more like the weight has redistributed, like the earth is holding you up from below, while the sky cradles you from above. The tension in your jaw unclenches, the knots in your stomach dissolve, and even the old ache in your lower back, something you didn't even realize was there, fades into nothing. You're not just relaxed, you're aligned, like a tuning fork struck just right, vibrating in perfect harmony with the world around you. And in that alignment, you feel something else, possibility. Not the possibility of what might happen next, but the possibility of what is, right now, in this moment. The MacGuffin is no longer something you're merging with. It's something you've always been. The green noise isn't just a sound. It's the language of your soul. The beta waves aren't just frequencies. They are the rhythm of your deepest focus, your truest self, and Lysander Winter isn't just a presence. He's the benevolent force that's been guiding you all along, even when you didn't know it. You don't have to ask for permission, don't have to seek approval. You're already where you need to be, doing what you're meant to do. The resistance is gone, not because it was forced away, but because it was never really there to begin with. It was just an illusion, a shadow cast by the mind's old habits. And now, in the light of this place, it's dissolving like mist at dawn. And so you sink deeper, not into sleep, not into unconsciousness, but into awareness, a deeper, richer, more expansive awareness than you've ever known. The world around you doesn't fade, it intensifies, every sensation sharpening, every color deepening, every sound resonating with a clarity that feels almost sacred. The MacGuffin pulses stronger now, its rhythm syncing with your breath, your heartbeat, the very cells of your body. You don't have to try to focus. Focus is happening to you, like sunlight pouring through an open window. And in that focus, in that deep, unshakable concentration, you feel something else, power. Not power over anything, not power to control, but power within. The quiet, unshakable certainty that you are exactly where you're meant to be, doing exactly what you're meant to do. The landscape shifts again, but this time it's not a change, it's an unfolding. The trees part slightly, not because they're moving, but because your perception is expanding, like a camera lens pulling back to reveal a wider view. The moss beneath you becomes softer, deeper, like the surface of a memory foam mattress, cradling every curve of your body. The air grows warmer, richer, filled with the scent of something sweet and familiar, like the first breath of spring after a long winter. And the MacGuffin, your MacGuffin, pulses stronger now, its rhythm syncing perfectly with your own heartbeat, your own breath, the very essence of your being. You don't have to do anything, don't have to try. It's happening on its own, like the tide responding to the moon. Your mind is quiet, but not empty. It's full of the green noise, full of the beta waves, full of the deep, unshakable focus that comes from being exactly where you're meant to be. The thoughts that used to race, that used to cling, are still there, but they are distant, like echoes in a vast canyon. They don't demand your attention anymore. They're just part of the landscape, no more intrusive than the hum of the wind through the trees. And in that quiet, in that space, you feel something else, belonging. Not belonging to anything, not belonging in a way that limits, but belonging in the way the ocean belongs to the shore, the way the sky belongs to the earth. Lysander Winter's presence deepens, not in a way that overwhelms, but in a way that supports. It's like the warmth of a fire on a cold night, like the comfort of a voice you've always known but never heard. He's not guiding you, not leading you. He's simply there, like the earth beneath you, like the sky above. And in that presence, you feel something else, trust. Not trust in something outside yourself, but trust in yourself, in your own ability to be here, to be present, to be exactly where you need to be. The old patterns, the shoulders that remember their hunch, the mind that clings to control, don't stand a chance here. They dissolve like mist in sunlight, leaving behind only the truth. You are safe, you are held, you are exactly where you need to be. And so you sink deeper still, not into sleep, not into unconsciousness, but into a state of being so profound, so expansive, that it feels like coming home after a long journey. The MacGuffin pulses stronger now, its rhythm syncing with your breath, your heartbeat, the very cells of your body. You don't have to try to focus. Focus is happening to you, like sunlight pouring through an open window. And in that focus, in that deep, unshakable concentration, you feel something else, clarity. Not clarity about what to do next, not clarity about the future, but clarity about now, about this moment, this place, this endless, eternal now. The world around you doesn't fade. It intensifies. Every sensation sharpens. Every color deepens. Every sound resonates with a clarity that feels almost sacred. The texture of the moss beneath you is soft and yielding, like the surface of a cloud. The air is warm and rich, filled with the scent of something sweet and familiar, like honey and fresh, cut grass. And the MacGuffin, your MacGuffin, pulses stronger now, its rhythm syncing perfectly with your own heartbeat, your own breath, the very essence of your being. You don't have to do anything, don't have to try. It's happening on its own, like the tide responding to the moon. Your body feels weightless, but not in a way that makes you float. It's more like the weight has redistributed, like the earth is holding you up from below, while the sky cradles you from above. The tension in your jaw unclenches, the knots in your stomach dissolve, and even the old ache in your lower back, something you didn't even realize was there, fades into nothing. You're not just relaxed, you're aligned, like a tuning fork struck just right, vibrating in perfect harmony with the world around you. And in that alignment, you feel something else, peace. Close your eyes just a little more deeply now, and let the edges of everything soften, like candlelight melting into the quiet. The images you've seen, the thoughts you've held, they're all drifting away now. Like leaves on a slow river, carried by the current of this moment, carried by the hum of the resonance that has been with you, cradling every breath, every heartbeat, every quiet thought. And now, the resonance doesn't need the words anymore. It doesn't need the images. It's already inside you, woven into the fabric of your being, like the steady rhythm of the ocean, like the quiet pulse of the earth beneath you. You don't have to hold on to it. You don't have to chase it. It's simply here, always here, like the warmth of sunlight on your skin, like the softness of a favorite blanket. Your body knows what to do with this. Your mind knows how to rest in it. Your spirit knows how to trust it. There's no effort left to make, no path left to follow. Just the quiet, just the peace, just the deep, unshakable knowing that you are held, that you are safe, that you are exactly where you need to be. Right here, right now. The resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It doesn't fade when the sound fades. It continues its work, gently, steadily, like the tide returning to the shore, like the stars moving silently across the sky. It's already begun. The healing, the renewal, the deep, restorative rest. And this peace, this quiet, this warmth, it's always here, waiting for you, like a door that's always unlocked, like a home you never have to leave. Whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling, it will be here, just as it is now. You don't have to remember the words. You don't have to hold onto the sounds. Your body remembers for you. Your mind rests in the knowing. Your spirit trusts the quiet. And now, as the resonance settles deeper, as the hum fades into the background of your awareness, you can let go completely. There's nothing left to do, nothing left to think, nothing left to hold on to. Just the quiet, just the peace, just the deep, gentle surrender. And as the last echoes of the resonance fade, as the words dissolve into the quiet, you can drift deeper and deeper into this space, this warmth, this comfort. Sleep now. Drift softly. The quiet remembers you.